Good morning, YTPC. Philly Piper Mike here. It is Thursday, September 23rd. Currently 73 degrees, and it's about all it's going up to, 75. Kind of a weird morning. It's very it's breezy, it's overcast, it's supposed to rain, pretty windy. The clouds are moving like crazy. One of those days where like there's not a ton of, I mean, it's breezy down here, but you look up in the sky and the clouds are just like whoosh, flying by. Today I am smoking my Ryan McCauley or Smoking Barrel Briar Galaxy Stacadian, for best I can tell. Showed this last week. Yeah, it's a sweet pipe. Love it. It's I reach for it all the time. You know it's a good pipe when, I have tons of Castellos. I even have new Castellos that I've gotten. I just got in the mail yesterday, which I'll show you probably tomorrow. That Caminetto that I got from Island Reese. And I still find myself reaching for this all the time. I just love it. It smokes fantastic. And it's not even really broken in yet. Probably only have about 7 or 8 bowls through it. I just sent, like I was saying, I sent that Savinelli off 616 KS. I sent one of mine down to Ryan so you can do some research and you're not gonna go. So you can make me a similar shaped pipe. So in it today, I am smoking some Galworth and Hogarth, Best Brown number 2. I'm kind of continuing down that Lakeland trail. I was going to do Stonehenge, but I just started taking a peek through my some of my different blends, and I saw that I had this, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do that. I wasn't sure at first if it was a Lakeland blend. I mean, almost all Galworth and Hogarth blends have some sort of Lakeland, even if it's not intentional. Just from the factory, I feel like the blends that don't have any Lakeland essence still have Lakeland essence. This is a Virginia Barley. It's really good. It's a good blend of tobacco. Just the flavor that you get from the Virginias, and this has a few years on it. Nothing crazy. There is some Lakeland for sure. It's not extremely overpowering, but it's definitely there. And I'm really kind of enjoying these Lakeland blends. But I can see clear as day. Go ahead, man. Come on. Go. How some people, like, it can be a love and hate thing, because if you don't like Lakeland, I feel that that's all you would taste. Then you would just be like, oh, that's all I taste is soap or perfume. This is definitely not not terribly overpowering. Pretty delicious. And for a Gowith and Hogarth blend, this the moisture content on the tin that I have is like perfect. I rubbed it out, let it sit for a few minutes, went upstairs, made a coffee, came back down, packed it, and it lit perfect and it's smoking fine. Because they can be fairly wet. So yeah, definitely, if you haven't checked out Ryan's pipes, I know I've said it before, reach out to him if you're looking to get a pipe made from just an awesome guy and an amazing pipe carver. Ryan is your man. I can't wait to get another pipe made from him. A little off topic, I was, as most of you know, I'm a big supporter of the military and veterans and stuff of that nature, and one of the YouTube podcast shows that I watch it's called The Sean Ryan Show, and he's an ex-Navy SEAL. He has his own podcast. He has a lot of, different veterans and Marine Raiders, and SEALs, Rangers, all those guys, Delta Force guys, Narcos guys, all kinds of guys on. And he did a podcast, and it's long. It's a long show. It's like 5.5 hours, but it's what was, depending on what you may have heard it, the Blackwater Massacre, Raven 23, or it got changed to like the Biden 4, which is a group of Blackwater contractors that were charged and convicted with war crimes that was complete bullshit. They were acquitted, then they were retried, and then they were acquitted and retried. I mean, if you and what's crazy is the media. If you go on Wikipedia or you read the news, it's just like, these 4 crazed, ex-military contractors, went into a traffic circle in Baghdad and just opened fire and killing 17 innocent people and children and all sorts of craziness, which was completely false. But if you read if you watch the podcast, it's just an amazing podcast, and really, they have all 4 of the guys. They interview them. They interview the investigative journalist who was a pretty staunch liberal who looked into this and saw, the atrocities that were, and how their liberties were ripped from them, and how the judicial system just completely failed them time and time again, and the stuff that the government basically just made up, and footage that was lost, and guys that were flipping their stories, just crazy stuff. And Trump pardoned them in December, thank God, because these guys would still be serving. One was charged with murder and serving a life sentence, and the other 3 were charged with manslaughter and were serving like 30-year terms. But it's just crazy. It's an amazing story. It makes me sick to my stomach if you watch that podcast and read the reports and all the detailed stuff they have in the YouTube video, and the timeline of it, and all the stuff that happened to them. It's just scary to think that people that were over there, protecting us, basically were just tried and retried because of certain issues, PR stuff, Exxon fuel, contracts and stuff like that. It was all, they had to, they were trying to make these guys take the fall, and Biden went over there and said some crazy stuff. We're gonna retry these guys and all this craziness. But it's just it's something that I feel like every American should know about and should really. It's scary to think, if the government wants something like that to happen to you, they can just make it happen, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it. But like I said, luckily, they were pardoned. They never should have been charged in the first place. And after the first, and this went on for like 13 years. This happened in 2007. They were charged in like late 2008, 2009. They didn't go to jail till like 2013 or 14. Just crazy stuff. So it's the Sean Ryan Show. Give it a watch. It's lengthy, but I'm telling you, it's riveting television. On YouTube, and that's just crazy. That's what happened. Similar things with like Eddie Gallagher. You have a Navy SEAL who had given his life. His full. We had a career guy. Fighting the war on terror in Afghanistan, in Iraq, and they tried to say that he killed, tortured and killed an ISIS fighter, and this crazy stuff. It's nuts. And the sad part is once the mainstream media gets a hold of something and they drive their narrative, then it's like you're guilty. But I digress. I could talk about that all day long, but it's just something that I feel strongly about. I feel like the veterans in this country are just not taken care of, and especially when they're wrongfully accused of heinous crimes that they didn't do. But so anyway, subscriber, we're getting real close. We're like in the mid 480s. I think it was like 482 or 483 yesterday, and there was I had a couple new subscribers. So we're right there, guys. We're like really close. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and as soon as we hit 500, we're gonna do those giveaways. It's gonna be sweet. And that's all I really got for you today. This Best Brown Flake number 2 is really good. Enjoy the Lakeland on it. It's not overpowering. It's just, you really get a good taste of the flavor. And it's delicious. So if you can get your hands on some of that, give it a shot. And again, Ryan's pipes are just on another level. I mean, that stem, it's crazy. That rustication, that's going to take me a while to get out of my head. Rustication, not rustification. Just get yourself a Ryan McCauley pipe. You'll thank me later. That's all I got for you guys. If you're looking for something to watch, go look at. Just in general, Sean Ryan Show. He has some amazing guests on. Some of his shows can be lengthy. They're at least an hour and a half. Some of them are like 2-3 hours, depending on how involved they get. But just awesome stuff. First-hand accounts of from veterans and different war scenarios and all sorts of stuff like that. It's really cool. I can't get enough of it. I love that stuff. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for you. I hope you guys are having a great day, great week. And remember, the left lane is for passing. See you guys.